With native support for cloud paging containers and app attach, eliminating application compatibility issues and reducing image management across your Azure Virtual Desktop environments is easier than ever. In this video, I'd like to show off Cloudpager's new app attach storefront feature, which maximizes the utility of this integration. I am already in my Numecent Cloudpager tenant, where I have many application containers already published and ready to deploy. Let me show you how I can do this. We'll start by navigating to storefronts. I already have some storefronts created, but let's go through creating a new storefront. I will click Add Storefront. I can select to create a cloud paging storefront, but also have an option to create an app attached storefront, which is the focus of this demo. I will start by giving my storefront a name. I will then enter a description, and then I will input my Azure subscription ID. Once entered, I can select a resource group associated with the subscription ID. Then I can select an AVD host pool. At this point, I can add applications I wish to publish for the employees using the Azure Virtual Desktops in this host pool. When I've selected all the applications I would like, I can then click Publish, and I will be prompted to enter a comment. Most administrative actions taken in Cloudpager will prompt for comment, and these actions are tracked for audit logging purposes. I won't show to you right now, but there is an audit log tab on the sidebar which you can use to view the audit logs and export them if you wish. For my comment, I'm going to put in a change request number to keep it in lockstep with my change control processes, and if I click Publish, this is now complete. With the storefront published, I will go to my Azure Virtual Desktop app attach in my Azure tenant, and I'll just quickly refresh the page. Now we can see my applications from my Cloudpager tenant that we added to my app attach storefront appear in a list. The next step is for us to assign these applications to users or groups. To do this, we click on the application we want, click on Users, and then we will go ahead and add my IT user group. I will speed up this part of the video, but essentially I'm just repeating this step of assigning each application to the same IT user group. Of course, with Azure Virtual Desktop App Attach, I can also optionally assign my applications to more host pools. So for example, I'd already assigned it to my Windows 11 desktop host pool. I'm going to go ahead and assign it to my existing Windows 10 host pool too. With the applications assigned, I'm now going to go ahead and launch into my Azure Virtual Desktop using a user account that is a member of the assigned IT user group. At this point, as you expect, it's going through brokering to that session of the Azure Virtual Desktop and logging us in. When logged in, within seconds, we will see application shortcuts begin to appear, and to help visualize what's going on in the background, I will launch our client software cloud paging player. Here you can see applications are being delivered to our desktop session, and you can even see some of the applications are having a prefetch delivered. This prefetch can optimize the first launch performance to improve the employee experience. So using Cloudpager integrated with Azure Virtual Desktop App Attach can help to modernize and streamline the way you deploy your applications and application updates, but also improve the employee experience by optimizing launch performance for some of your applications too. And speaking of launching applications, let's launch some of the applications. I will start with Visual Studio. You can see that getting to the first launch splash screen is pretty quick, and that's thanks to that prefetch which I just mentioned. And now I can customize the experience to my liking and then just start using the application. So you can see how great of an experience getting that application and using that application on my Azure Virtual Desktop has been. But let's go ahead and launch another application. And this application I'm going to launch is another application that could be quite large in size. It is Autodesk Revit. So I'll go find it in the Start menu and launch the application, and you'll see that this application also launches pretty quickly. And this is an application just like Visual Studio and all the other applications we assigned that has just been dynamically delivered as we logged into this Azure Virtual Desktop. providing an excellent employee experience and eliminating the need for regular image management for managing applications and application updates in my AVD environment, reducing the number of host pools and images required for supporting my employees and all the applications they require, whilst also simplifying application management for IT. But that's not all. You can also utilize modern application containers through Cloudpager and the App Attach Storefront feature for publishing applications via Microsoft Remote App 2. Let's do this by creating another App Attach Storefront in Cloudpager, this time for remote app purposes, and we will just select a single application this time. You can see the steps are essentially the same. I'm just putting in my storefront name, description, subscription ID. I'm selecting a resource group, host pool, and indeed assigning that application, which in this case is Bloomberg Terminal. When prompted for comment, I'm going to go ahead and put in a change request number and a description again, and then once ready, I will click Publish. Once again, I'm going to go to this application and I'm going to assign it to a group. I'll just use the same group we used for the desktop applications. And now if I go back to my already open browser tab showing our Azure Virtual Desktop and refresh the page, we can see our Bloomberg Terminal application now appears. And if I launch this application, within moments, we could see the session has been brokered and the application launches and is available for use. Cloud paging containers ensure even your most complex legacy and resource-intensive applications can seamlessly run on Azure Virtual Desktop. Native support for cloud paging within App Attach makes modernizing your approach to application management easier than ever. It's also the fastest route for existing on-premises cloud paging customers to get to the cloud and AVD. Head to numecent.com to learn more and contact us for your very own platform demonstration.